Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? We have some wonderful guests on my show tonight. They will be on in a few minutes, but before they come on, I just want to thank everyone for showing up. Thank you for coming to the Top Rope Squishy Show. We are here once again to talk about wrestling, but tonight is a special show because I'm going to have a guest who I will be introducing very shortly on my show tonight. It's my very first interview, so I'm pretty excited about that. But of course, I always come on my show and I always talk about some wrestling. So we're going to do a little bit of that until my guest arrives. But before I do, if you're in the room, you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my show. Hit that like button if you're in the room. And if you don't follow me on social media, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Top Rope Squishy. And people, Dynamite was great yesterday. I just want to mention the Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Darby Allin, and Sting match against Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, Butcher, and The Blade. I just want to point to Jeff Hardy jumping from up on top of where like a window balcony was onto two people on a table. I can't believe Jeff Hardy is still doing stunts like that. That is a little insane. But hey, people, if you love things like that, if you love what you're doing, and if you're in a company that you're once again working with your brother, who you've had pretty much most of your career with, you are going to want to do things that make you happy, and doing crazy shit like that makes Jeff and Matt Hardy happy. I thought Matt Hardy was insane, but clearly I had forgotten, watching the Hardy Boys in the past, how much more crazy Jeff Hardy is. Yes, the Swanton of Doom. People, this guy, my heart stopped. My heart stopped when he did that jump because I was like, oh my God, he's going to die. Didn't. So thank God. Thank God he didn't. But that match was incredible. The Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley match versus the Varsity Blondes was exactly how I said it was going to be. The Blondes got murdered, rip Varsity Blondes, and Moxley and Danielson destroyed them. I can easily see Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley being tag team champions in the very near future. If they do become tag team champions, though, they're going to run through the entire roster, kind of like how Kenny Omega and yes, that fight was brutal. It is going to be kind of like how Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page's tag team run was. I mean, they literally took on every single tag team in the division and beat them. So, yeah, that was amazing. We had a great match between Adam Cole and Jay Lethal. Of course, Bay won. You know, I mean, I had predicted that Adam Cole was going to win, but there were some people who thought that Jay Lethal were going to take it. But let's be real. The only loss that Adam Cole has taken has been against Hangman Adam Page for the belt. It's a belt, right? It's a belt. So Layla Hirsch beat Red Velvet. Now, I said also that Layla Hirsch was going to beat Red Velvet, but I wanted it to be Red Velvet winning. Of course, Layla Hirsch won by doing heelish things, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Courtney, thanks for joining. But yeah, Courtney, our guest, will be arriving soon. So in case you're wondering why I'm on here by myself, I am just waiting for my guest to show up. Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia, they debuted their brand new faction called the Chris Jericho Appreciation Society. I mean, you got to give it up to Chris Jericho because no matter what, he knows how to reinvent himself. But at the end of the day, this particular faction isn't doing it for me. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I think that the matches are great. I think that Chris Jericho is and always has been amazing on the mic. I think that his promos are ridiculous. And I think that as far as mic work and promo work goes, Chris Jericho and reinventing yourself goes, Chris Jericho holds the molds and the template for it. And everybody should take notes because he has shown people how to go heel and how to go face. So, and I'm bringing on my next guest, who is Tre'D, who has pretty much opened the doors of wrestling for me. Thanks to him, I know what the indies are. I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, what the hell is an indies? I had no clue what indie wrestling was. He's introduced me to so many wrestlers. So blessed to have him on. He's going to be joining me to talk to Monteasy. Welcome. Surprise.
I'm only here for Monteasy. Am I talking AEW or I'm just here for Monteasy?
No, you are not talking AEW, sir. We are waiting for Monteasy here. I was giving everybody a rundown of the show while we wait for Mr. Monteasy. But while we're here, why don't you let people know where they can follow you, what you have coming up, talk about the latest drop that you did for the interview.
I don't usually do this, but you can find me on at LUV Wrestling. You know, love the non-standard form of love. You know, because sometimes you love wrestling, but a lot of times it can make you hate wrestling. So LUV, that's the love. Instagram, YouTube. You can find us on Twitter. LUV Wrestling 1. Drops we got. We just talked to Jazzy Yang, the show Yang of Wrestling with Maddie from Top Row Squishy that just dropped on Wednesday. The week before we had Cassandra Golden. The week before that we had we just talked to a lot of independent wrestling people. We even talked to the independent wrestling champion, world champion, AC Mack the other week.
Beautiful.
You know, check that out. Coming up this week, it's Mania week. I know this AEW live show, but this is Mania week coming up. We going to Mania. We going to Mania.
Let him know.
We going to Mania. You know,
oh, snap.
I done opened the forbidden door.
Yes, he has.
Hello to everybody that's saying what's up to me. But yes, only thing I want to talk about from AEW though, that was last night. Oh, I do want. Well, I'm not here to talk AEW. Tell Tony Khan I need y'all to tweet Tony Khan and tell him I need to see Red Velvet get a win on Dynamite. I'm tired of the wins on Dark and Rampage, and then she get on Dynamite and she loses to people.
Got it.
Shout out to I can't say that name, but shout out to Danielson, Moxley, and Regal. You know, they're the
William Regal.
I don't like how they call themselves the BCC. You know, NXT got a tag team called BBC. So never mind. Y'all don't get it. What else did I like from AEW? Oh, Mercedes Martinez got a win on Dark. Oh, I'm not talking about Dynamite no more. Ricky Starks and Swerve should be on Dynamite and not on Rampage. Period, point blank. That's the match that should be on Dynamite and not on Rampage.
I agree with you.
Jade Cargill, if y'all don't know, she's on Twitter right now. If you a baddie, she's making a baddie section because she says she's tired of seeing all the people in the AEW crowd, and y'all know what I'm talking about. So if you a baddie, go and tweet to J Card deal, so you can get in that
That's
baddie
right.
section because you know we here for the women. We like to see some little bit of the Jade.
That's right. And Jade, we always here for Jade. Top Rope Squishy, we love wrestling. We are here for Jade. We love it. All right, y'all.
Take me off the big screen, yo.
We're about to do that. I am about to introduce to y'all a musical genius who started making music really, really young and made a song for Roman Reigns at the age of 14.
Ooh.
He has made theme music for Orange Cassidy, Sammy Guevara,
Ooh.
and he was part of AEW's first album release for the Black History Month album, and he was part of Jade Cargill's theme song, Nyla Rose's theme song,
Ooh.
and legend Mark Henry.
Ooh.
And him and Swerve just dropped their latest album called Tears.
Ooh.
People, I am being blessed right now by this man, this gentleman on my show. People, please say hello to Mr. Monteasy. Welcome to my show. How are you, sir?
Oh my God, what an introduction. Usually on the podcast, I'm used to introducing people in such a wonderful way. It's definitely weird and beautiful to hear somebody do that for me at this time. But I am more than thankful and grateful to be on the show. Long time no see to my family here. I hope everybody's doing very well, and thank you for the introduction. I'm happy to be.
We are happy to have you here. I'm so grateful that you are taking the time out to come to my show. Talking to you on We Love Wrestling was so much fun. So I really wanted to do this. So I'm so grateful that you had the opportunity to come on here. And of course, thankful to Mr. Tre'D for taking the time out. This is a busy man too. And taking the time out to be on my show. So I do appreciate. Come on, let's be real. You are a very busy dude. This dude's always doing stuff. He's always pushing women's wrestling. So we like to give props where they're, when they got to be given. So, Monteasy, the last time we spoke, the AEW live music show had not happened yet. So that took place. How did that go?
Oh man, what an experience. Me and Josiah tore it down, man. Mikey Ruckus at the end main evented. He killed it too, man. But God, that was an experience. So many people came out, a great turnout. A lot of the AEW wrestlers came. Nyla Rose was there. Wardlow was there. I mean, Baron Black came through. Mark Henry came through. I mean, Mark Henry, song legend. He came on stage. Rose came during the song that we made for her. She came on stage and co-signed us. What an amazing event, man! I was so blessed to be a part of that, and to how it came. I mean, people were chanting "Teasy" the whole set. I was like that in my life. And actually, flight. That was the first. Everybody knew every single word. I barely rapped it. They sang it. I barely.
That must feel great. Oh, Monteasy, you froze on me. Is he frozen for you too, Trey?
Feeling that I think about it all the time now, and it gives you a different feeling. It makes you want to do more. It makes you want to keep putting out music, keep doing live shows, keep promoting for the fans. So I'm definitely going to keep going, and that was an experience that I will never forget, man. That right there was history in the making. That was the very first one, and I was glad to be a part of it, man. Thank you to Mikey Ruckus for that opportunity. Thank you to the AEW faithful, Tony Khan. Thank you, guys.
Shout out to Mikey Ruckus, also making moves. You are good friends with Nyla. You said that on the last show. And I wanted to ask, is she as funny in real life as she is on social media? Because she has me on the floor. I legitimately look for her stuff when I go on Twitter because she's just so funny.
Oh, it's even worse in person. Like it's in person. It's that is one of the most sarcastic people that I know. There's people that I've met, women that I've met that like own a room when they come in from the sarcasm that they have. It's Brandy from Hit Row. It's Big Swole and it's Nyla. Them three women, when they walk into a room, their charisma just takes over the whole thing. It's like it could be Stone Cold Steve in that room, but them three women are gonna make themselves known. Like amazing personality, like just one of my great friends in the game, and we've known each other 6 years, but that was the first time we actually met. We've spoken years on the phone, DM, everything, but at the show was the first time we actually like interacted, because every time we're at shows, we're doing, or I'm not there, I'm on the card, she can't make it, I couldn't make it, but we actually interacted. Amazing, man. She is hilarious. I love her.
I want to be friends with her. So
we need to talk to Nyla Rose.
We need to talk to Nyla Rose.
I'm gonna make it happen, Maddie. I'm gonna make it happen.
Please make that happen. I love me some Nyla Rose. I would love to talk to Nyla Rose. But we talking about Monteasy. Monteasy, how's the Swerve City podcast going? Because I know that you were getting ready to restart that when we were talking last time, and I'm curious to know. How's that going?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's great. We have some really big guests coming up. I'll let you guys know off air, because Tre'D's my Stephen A. Smith, so I'll let him know everything before it happens. So
definitely.
I will let you guys know off. I'll let you guys know off camera what's happening. But we are killing it. It is a lot of great content that we have coming up for you guys. Me and my bro, we just roll off each other's backs with this, man. He asks a question, I'm right there ready to catch the lob like Blake Griffin, and we're really killing it. We just had Mark Henry and Dave LaGreca on the show, so that was the most informative podcast, because I'm into podcasting very heavy. And Dave, I learned so much from Dave LaGreca. I told him, I said, I took a lot out of your book. I took a lot out of Dave LaGreca's playbook in podcasting and in the wrestling world. So to be able to talk to him and Mark Henry, and to be able to talk to Mark Henry about the song that we performed, and so much happened, man, that I'm appreciative of that. And then we have some really big guests coming up, so there's going to be a lot of things coming up that you're going to see. You might see us back on the road too, so we might see some podcast certain city near you too. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on.
Tell people when that podcast comes on. When are you guys on, or are you not on a schedule, or are you on a schedule?
We've gotten so busy to the point where we're not on the schedule, but we are monthly. So there will be 2 episodes a month, and more likely it's every other Monday. It's every other Monday, but if not, it will be one day a month due to our scheduling. One episode a month for to about 2 hours, hour and a half each episode. So we were doing when we were at the previous company, I'm not even saying their names. We were doing a once a week. Doing once a week, but now we're over on this side, on the culture side, doing our thing. So we're moving forward. We're moving forward.
You can talk about the other company. You can mention them.
You can still you can catch our episodes on the other company's network on Peacock. Our 10 episodes that we did are still there. So on that network. So yeah, you can check that out. But otherwise, that's great, and that our podcast is still moving, man. People still request it. I wish we can give you guys an episode a week, but every like once or twice a month is what we can give you guys to our schedule. So it don't look like it is time soon.
I think that the fact that people are requesting or asking for more makes the fact that you're only dropping 1 or 2 a month even more juicy, because then when you drop it, people have been like waiting for so long. They're like, finally, so I think it's fine keeping it like that. Maybe if in the future your schedule opens up and you can do it more frequently, great. But I think that once or twice, letting people wait for it and really want it, that's amazing. There were a couple of questions from the people, so I'm gonna ask you those, and then I'm gonna turn it over to Trey. Kyle of the Four Corners of Commentary podcast wanted to know, how much have you learned while co-hosting Swerve City?
It's I am about to finish my degree in communications. I've been in the communication field, obviously, with music, podcasting, my whole life, basically. So I've learned a lot. I've gotten a lot better because I'm interviewing people that are at a high level and are very media trained people. So I learned how to communicate and how to speak, what not to say, how to act. Is this too long-winded? Is it should I add detail to this question? And how to engage the I don't like to be able to do my homework and to know what they like and what they don't like, how their personalities are. Are they more laid back personality? Or are they more of somebody you have to out of them? Or then you have to be careful on what you ask them, because sometimes it just depends on that. And I've learned so much from Swerve, and it's only when you get around people that are better than you at something that you learn. You know what I mean? I thought, he learned a lot from me in the sense of like the interview process, but I learned a lot from him in how to carry myself. And a lot of times on that podcast, it's all in demeanor, how you carry yourself, what's the right questions to ask. And we know each other so well that it just clicks. It just clicks off. It's roll off each other's backs. We don't have to communicate about everything. And I know when he's on a streak, he's on a roll of questions. I have a roll of questions, and we just move, man. We move like a unit. To my brother for the opportunity, and for him also taking the advice that I gave as well. So we help each other out in that field.
That's beautiful. To have that kind of chemistry that flows. That's always great when you're, working with someone else on a podcast. Because if, you bump heads, it's going to be hard to flow that way, and people will be able to tell. So Courtney from the Midwest Marks podcast wants to know, who was your inspiration for getting into music, if you have an inspiration?
Ooh, okay. So inspiration to get into music, that's good, because that's different from like your favorites. Who's inspiration getting me into music? For me, my favorite is Nas. That's the guy that I grew up on. That is my guy that I go to. Nas and 50 Cent are the two reasons why I rap today. And both of them around that time when I was in high school, those two guys were my biggest inspirations. And for it to be Nas and 50 Cent, I was always a hip hop head, so I was a student of the game, and watching the guys, the likes of the Nas, the of the world, the Dr. Dre's, the Kendrick Lamar's, who inspires me now. Even back in the days, to the Eminems and people like that. There's been a lot of great artists in the world, that's really inspired me. But I really say Nas, 50 Cent, and Talib Kweli are the three reasons I rap today.
Ooh, wow. Okay. I like them too. So, and this is my last question before I pass it on to Trey. Bobby wants to know, who are your current favorite wrestlers?
I'm gonna make this fun and not include my bro, because obviously I would say him, but I'm not gonna say him. I'm not gonna mention him, because that's easy to say. But anyway, that's my dog. He's number one regardless. Conversation.
Swerve. Nothing wrong with that.
Darby. If it's not him, it's Darby Allin. That's my number one. If it's not Swerve, it's Darby Allin. Love Darby Allin. Love everything about him.
My sister's in the room, and that's her favorite wrestler.
Darby
so I'm sure
Allin.
she's going crazy.
I love Darby Allin, man. Everything about him, the recklessness, just he's in his own world. I like those characters. They're in their own world. They're not, they're not like everybody else. They're in their own dimension. Darby Allin is it. 2, I'm a big fan of MJF. Love MJF. Love everything about him. Love he's sticking to the old school guns of being a bad guy. He's not switching for nobody. This is what he's living by. And whether you like him or not, he's sticking with that character, and you gotta love it. I'm a Matt Riddle dude. Matt Riddle's my man. Love Matt Riddle. Love Matt Riddle. Love Bianca Belair. Love Jade Cargill.
Yes.
Love Apollo Crews. Gee, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander. Rooting for everybody that's black in the company.
Hey.
Everybody that's black in the company. Love them.
Gotta support.
Gotta support, man. Everybody in the company. Like, what I'm saying? I'm rooting for you guys. But yeah, really, Darby Allin, MJF, and right now I've been loving what Sami Zayn has been doing with this radical character for the past couple of years. I love it. I adore what Sami Zayn's been doing. Just stuff like that's kind of off the wall, but it's different. I'm always a fan of that. I might be the only person that's saying this, but I'm like I need all the Happy Corbin merch I need, bro. I love it. Love Happy Corbin.
Happy Corbin. No.
It is so obnoxious. I love it, bro. It's so obnoxious.
No. I need bum ass Corbin back.
It's so obnoxious. Oh no. Bum Corbin is better. Bum Corbin is better than Happy.
Okay.
That's a fact.
I need bum ass Corbin back. That's my dude.
Yeah.
So
Bum Corbin, bum with the ketchup on the stain on the shirt. Corbin is the best Corbin.
Okay. I'm with it. I don't know if I ever asked you this, Monteasy. Maddie done brought me on here, so I'm gonna go out the box.
Go for it.
What's your favorite theme song you made for a wrestler? You got one?
Ooh.
You broke them.
I got a lot of kids, and it's tough to pick which one I like the day of the week. That's like the same thing with picking the favorite theme song, because it's like asking what's one day I love my daughter. My daughter is my princess that day, and then the next day she's just not having it, and then it's just me and my son. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with this. It's hard to choose. Oh man, my favorite one that I've done. My favorite one. Oh my god. There's difference between the best and favorite. My favorite.
Yeah.
There's one for. There's one. Okay, I'll say. 2017, I made a song for Justin LaBar from Wrestling Reality Podcast. It's called Reality Check. That's my favorite one I've done.
Gotta check that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my favorite one. It came 2017. God, I've been around a long time. Yeah. That's.
Let's keep going. So you on the Swerve City podcast, you talk to wrestlers all the time.
Oh, I got more.
You got more?
Oh no, I'm saying I'm gonna keep going. I'm not done. I'm getting started.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people can get tired of me, bro.
No.
If you could have a match with one wrestler, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. He stumped them again.
One wrestler that I can have a match with.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have to be a certain person, or I can have anybody I choose?
You can pick anybody you choose.
Okay, Jade Cargill. I'm not getting into detail.
Now wait. Yeah, let's move. I mean, I'm not against it. Let's move on.
He said he's not getting into detail. He said that quickly because the first thing I was going to ask was, what?
They do intergender matches. It's neither
No,
here or there.
I love intergender matches.
We don't have to talk about that too much.
She can whoop my ass. She can whoop my ass anytime.
Step on me, Jade. Hold on. This one out the rest. So we talked about the AEW concert. And you thank Mikey Ruckus for that. At what moment on stage when you was rocking the crowd did you know? Because I talk to people who do music and they be like, "Oh, it was at this moment I knew I had the crowd." What moment did you know you had the crowd during that concert?
Oh wow! I knew I had them when I did the song Finale Rose. When she came out and they responded, I said, I know I got them. Because the thing is, to go through my full songs of me. Like everybody who's featured, I let them get theirs in, but the songs I did by myself, I didn't even do the full set plan, but the energy at the beginning, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to the people. So I got up there and I did a lot of talking. I cut off the music at certain parts of me rapping, and I just got them to chant stuff, get involved. And man, that was a great feeling, bro, to be able to do that. Like I felt like I had them right there. You know what I mean? And the crowd participation was lovely. The footage should be coming out soon, like the official footage of everything, so people can see the whole thing. And it was it was humbling. It was humbling to see how into it people were. And that's when I knew I had him, bro. I knew I had him right there. I was like, okay, I'm really in the zone right now. I'm really in the zone.
Next Thursday, all digital platforms. Download the AEW album. Hear Monteasy's what you got? 3 or 4 songs on there?
3.
3? Okay.
I got 3, my brother.
But let's talk about this. This is my last question, man. I gotta talk about this new album, Tears, that came out 3/18. That first video y'all got, man, like the school treatment that y'all did. Then y'all got Layla Gray in there, and you and Swerve going off, man. How it feel getting another album out? You know.
Oh man, which video? Oh, the Tears video. Oh man, that video was.
You
fun.
know the video
that
I'm
video
talking about.
Shout out to Swerve. Swerve directed that one. That video was a lot of fun. I came in as the undersized principal. You know, it was a lot of fun. Being able to perform that video was a great time. Shout out to the dancers. Shout out to Erica from the Magic. The dancers, that was a great idea by Swerve for that. And that video was a lot of fun. It's different, man, because in the group, I'm like Dr. Dre and he's Snoop. I'm like the old veteran. So watching like an artist that you helped build do all this, it's a great feeling because you're watching it and you're watching him grow. And you're just like, wow, this is an amazing thing to see. Because normally sometimes it doesn't work out with people. You try to help an artist or somebody do it and they're not as motivated. He's dedicated to this. So to see him direct this video, I just stand back and watch, bro. I just go with the flow, man. And it was amazing to see. We had a lot of fun. That was one of my most personal verses I ever wrote in years. Because I couldn't write stuff like for a period of time with a lot of my personal experiences. But I that was one of my favorite songs that I wrote in a long time. And the video was fire. Shout out to all the people who participated. Shout out to Ace Cabana, who's on the record page, who sang the hook. We call him Robin Thicke. I've known him for 15 years. So shout out to everybody who contributed. And man, that video was dope. And then we got Digits out, me, Swerve, and AJ. That video was robbing the mansion. That video was a lot of fun to do as well. That was a long day shooting.
Hey, yo, go listen to Digits, yo.
That's shoot.
Yeah. Now you can. I mean, I'm just a fan here. You know what I'm saying? Talking. So you take me down whenever. I'm just hype. You know, he called me the Stephen A. Smith, so you know I'm already talking about it. You know.
Hey, look, we having a conversation, so you can jump in whenever you want.
You know.
I just want to ask. I want to jump on the Tears album, continuing on what Tre'D was talking about. I'm actually curious to know how long does it usually take for you and Swerve, or you, whoever you're doing an album with? How long does it take for you to put an album together, like from making the music, putting it together in the studio? How long? Like, what is the process?
It depends. Great question. It depends. Me and Swerve's formula.
Mm-hmm.
It might be one. Like, that's how we work. You know what I mean? We work it. We live some life before we go to each song. I think the mistake sometimes you can make is not live life, and sometimes you got to wait a week or two before something comes to you. It's so you're not repeating the same stuff. So we do that by every other month. Most of my projects, like now, I've been working on Erica's Son 2. About July 6th, everybody. July 6th. I've been Erica for 2 years, almost 2 years. Like it takes time.
Wow.
It takes time. Like this Sword City album was 2 years in the making. Almost 2 years. It takes time. You gotta live a little bit. You gotta make sure you're not saying the same thing you said the last project. You gotta always come in with a clean slate, and the studio time is always the fun part. Because a lot of times we have the songs ready before we go into the studio. The songs are normally ready. Sometimes we write our verses there in the studio. The concepts of the songs is normally done, but we write our verses in the lab right there in the moment because we feel like we're right. It'll feel better in the moment. Sometimes we'll have our verses done before then, depending on what the song is. But most of the time, we write it together in the studio, and it normally comes out better. It's more of an organic experience. You get a chance to collab together, so it's not like just I say my thing, he says his thing. Like we really collab and really speak on the song. So it's great. It's a great dynamic with us. But yeah, I'd say per song, maybe a month and a half per song.
See, and a lot of people, they really don't know. That's why I wanted to ask, because a lot of people really don't know how much work actually goes into putting an album together. So people, go and support, get yourself the album, because a lot of work has gone into it and it's based off of experiences. So, I mean, can't get any better than that. So
it's that music to ride to. Like some of these wrestlers out here that's rapping, I can say I'm hearing Monteasy's and Swerve stuff, and it's something that you can actually vibe with every day. So make sure y'all check that out.
exactly.
Download the link, listen to it on Spotify and everywhere you can get your downloads. You feel me?
Yes.
Talk Tre'D. I ain't saying
Tre'D.
nothing else, but yeah.
Listen to Trey. He know what he's talking about. So
What up,
Monteasy, on my show, I do this thing where I ask people. Terry is laughing because he was put through this. I ask people and or questions, and it's 10, and you need to give me quick answers, so you can't sit there and dwell on it too much. So they're random.
Oh God.
Then it's not. I try not to put nothing. So there's nothing embarrassing in yours.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Trey had an embarrassing question. All right, I'll throw it in there.
She had 3 legs, not 2.
I'll throw it in there for Trey. That's gonna be the bonus question for Trey.
Yo. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
All right. So when I ask you that question, it's gonna be because of Trey. So now you know. So here we go. First question. Do you prefer
Stephen
A. Do you prefer making beats or writing lyrics? No dwelling. No dwelling. That's a quick, fast.
Writing lyrics.
Cheeseburgers or pizza?
Pizza. That's why I got to lose weight now.
That's my favorite too. I love pizza. Getting up early or staying up all night?
Staying up all night.
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate? Come on, Monteasy.
Either, especially when it comes to the chocolate.
Either one. Common or Kanye?
Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Common or Kanye?
Ooh. Kanye West minus the craziness.
Agreed. iPhone or Samsung?
Samsung Galaxy Life.
That's right. That's right. For all you iPhone lovers. Retire in the Caribbean or retire in the USA? Quick, fast 10. Let's go, Monteasy.
He might have froze.
I'm sorry, the stream was delayed.
Oh, okay. What did you say?
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry. I heard Caribbean.
No.
That's all I heard.
Oh, no, it's okay. I repeat it. Retire in the Caribbean or retire in the USA?
Oh, Caribbean. Caribbean. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out of here.
Thank you. Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation 5, baby. I just got done playing. I got to beat somebody ass in Madden in a few. Yeah.
Nice. This is Tre'D's. This is because of Tre'D. Wet and sloppy, clean and neat.
Oh, wet and sloppy all day. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. What? What?
You're the first one to give
Are
me
you
that
serious?
answer. Everybody else goes with the clean.
What are you? You know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna reveal some stuff about myself I don't need to say. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up from right there. That. You know, done. That's why I got all these kids now.
Monteasy, how many kids you have? He froze. Monteasy.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can
now.
you hear me?
I can hear you. How many kids you got, Monteasy?
I said 4 from what I know or what I remember, but to my count 4.
From what he knows and what he remembers. I love that answer. All right, and this is the last one.
Papa was a Rolling Stone, boy. I'm
You definitely were a Rolling Stone. 4 or more. And the last question: is the afterlife real, or this is all there is?
on after. I don't know what we return as or what we are. Could be, many different things from whatever people feel in their eternal spirit. But I believe there's something after here. I believe either we're an energy source or we're a guardian angel for somebody. And I think we have a choice on what we want to do. I think God's like, okay, do you want to go back as another person, or do you want to stay as like a guardian angel for someone to stay as like a source? I believe that.
I like
think
that
you get a
answer.
choice.
I like that answer. I had asked Tre'D that question too. He said, "This is all there is." I sometimes feel that way, but
Who, me?
you said this is all there is.
Oh, because
Yeah.
nothing in this life is real.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like that too, like this is all there is, but I always like to hope that this isn't the end. So I try to hold on to there's more. There has to be more. There must be more. But anyway, Trey, do you have anything else from Monteasy?
Yeah, I do. If Maddie need a song for her podcast, can you make that happen for her? Because I don't think she got no music.
I got no music. Oh my God, how you gonna put Monteasy on the spot like that?
You want to know something? I've been on here this whole time, and I wonder why I ain't been asked that yet. Why nobody asked me that yet? You know, Maddie, why didn't you ask me yet?
I didn't know I had an option.
I got to look dead in the camera like this. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, for sure. I got you. Don't worry about that. We'll get it done.
Oh my God, I'm so honored. Thank you.
Yeah, that's easy. That's just say less. Give me a week.
Oh my God.
Well, shit. We Love Wrestling these.
You get to the back of the line, Trey.
Well, hey.
I'm just Stephen A.
Listen. Well, listen. Not making something for my Stephen A. of the game, man. Say less, bro. I'll get that done too. Both of y'all are on the list. We'll get it done.
You're amazing, Monteasy. I appreciate you so much for coming on the show. And thank you, Trey, for coming on the show. But before y'all get off, y'all got to let people know where to find you, where to follow you, what you have coming up. As Trey calls it, put yourself over, but I don't say it like that. So I'll just say, tell people what you want to know.
I'm not taking my style.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. I'm just borrowing a little bit.
Well, on everything social media. Make sure you guys hit me up for all inquiries. monteasytv@gmail.com. I'm in the studio still cooking. I'm about to make music for Maddie and Tre'D for both of their respective wonderful platforms. We're about to get working. We're about to get moving. We're about to make something happen. So that is monteasytv@gmail.com. They know me directly. They ain't got to go through the email. They can just hit me up and I'll get it done for them. That's VIP list. But yeah, make it to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Swerve City Podcast. Hit us up. Hit us up and man, let's make something happen. You know what I mean? Let's make something happen here. Subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of music videos coming. There's more albums coming. Erica Sun 2 is coming. Me and Swerve are working on album number 4 in a few months. We're gonna have another album for you guys. There's gonna be a lot of music. You know what I mean? And the 4 kids that I do know of, I love all of you. You know what I mean? All 4 of you. I do love you. You know what I mean? And make sure you guys hit me up for all things, all platforms, everything media. TZ's Table 2, season 2 is coming soon. I have a lot of great guests for season 2 of TZ's Table. As a matter of fact, I formally invite Maddie and Tre'D to be on my TZ's Table panel that I will be holding when I record that. But I want to be guests on TZ's Table as we're going to discuss a lot of things, and we're going to reverse this, and I'm going to ask the questions, and we're going to have a lot of fun on that one. So I'm going to have both of you guys come on TZ's Table, and we're going to have a good time over there. You guys are family, so that I always try to collab with the people. I am the man of the people, as I call myself. So that's what we have to do. Make sure you guys hit tiers on all market, Spotify, iTunes, things of that nature. Download Erica Sun 1, which is out right now. GPS, which is out for me as well. From Humble Beginnings. Check out my new song with the platinum R&B selling hip hop R&B legend, Music Soul Child. Pressure. Mad noise, man. Shout out to everybody who has streamed it. It's making huge noise out here. We was able to get one of the R&B legends on a wrestling record. Come on now, show love, right, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's make it happen. Stream that, and that's me in closing, man. Thank you guys for having me on, man. And I'll be working on your records here very soon.
Thank you so much, Monteasy. I am so honored, and yes, I would love to be on your show. You just hit me up whenever. I will be there. No questions asked. Trey, any closing remarks?
Since Monteasy's on here, Women on Wednesday next week, we got Lexi Gomez. Monteasy just did a song for her and Catalina Perez. We talk about it on there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe on Maddie's channel if you're in here watching. Make sure you like this stuff. Make sure you go listen to that Monteasy and Music song, because when he sent it to me before it came out, I literally texted him, yo, this is not a wrestling song. He was like, oh, but it's for wrestling. I was like, no, this is not a wrestling song at all. I played it for my friends. They was like, music? I was like, yeah, Music Soul Child. It's not a wrestling song. The thing bops. If you don't know about Monteasy, just go listen to some of his music. He got a big album catalog. Check him out. You heard it from me. If I'm lying to you, hit me in my mouth when you see me in the streets. But I'm not lying, so you won't do it. So that's that.
He said, hit him in the mouth.
Well, that's my Stephen A, man. That's why he gets everything before everybody else.
Listen, all y'all links are in the description. So people, if you want to know how to hit up Monteasy, if you want to know how to hit up Tre'D, please check out the links in the description. I just want to thank everyone for joining, and thank you to my guest Monteasy and to Tre'D. We Love Wrestling for being on tonight. This has been so much fun.
Wait, Maddie, don't
yes.
you tell them what you doing at 8:30? Ain't that tonight?
Yes. Before I close out, I will be jumping on the podcast, Kyle's podcast, the Four Corners of Console Commentary. Please make sure you jump over there to support the brothers. It is QS's birthday, and we want to show up to say hello and happy birthday. So people, support. You know how I feel about supporting other podcasters. Together we grow. That's what I always tell people. Together we grow. We got to stick together, people. So thank you once again. A lot of love, peace, and wrestling. Until next time, y'all. Top Row Squishy is out.
To the top.
To the top. Top row.